So with that, I have 3 engines, 3 vehicles. We're going to mix and match. As for engines, we have an Alfa Lutz Worlds Edition, a clocked Novorossi 28.5, and an HPI F4.6. As for vehicles, we have Savage X 4.6, Offna Hyper 7, and Tamiya 801 XT. Alright, so here are the rules, because there is a little bit of method to this madness. Rule number 1, I'm rooting. I'm rooting that this clocked Novorossi 28.5 does not end up in this Hyper 7, because I can tell you it's not its long-term engine, and I want this to be a fit elsewhere, specifically because it's a roto start. Hint, hint. Rule number 2, no combination can suck when I'm finished. So in other words, let's say the Alpha pairs up beautifully with the Tamiya. I mean, it's just bad to the bone, but the Savage and the Novorossi combination sucks. Not going to happen. One can't suck. And then finally, rule number 3, it's a pecking order. In other words, I'll simply pair up the best combination first, second best combination second, and I'm going to grade each one. You'll see as I go through it. So here's what we're starting with. The Alfa Lutz with a Works 2013 and Truggy. Now, to save time, I'm doing some interesting things here. So it's imperative I get the linkage correct. Take a look here. That's on. There we go. Run it for a tank and see what all the current issues are with the tune. Man, I mean, this is a thing of beauty. This 810 is, I mean, it's the, man, it's it. Nothing in the world like it. It gets down. So when I get my one part I need, that's it. To hell with every other vehicle, it's on.
Look at this lady all in front of me, sexy as can be. Look at this lady all in front of me, sexy as can be. Look at this lady all in front of me, sexy as can be. Look at this lady all in front of me. Look at this lady all in front of me. Look at this lady all in front of me. Look at this lady all in front of me. Look at this lady all in front of me. Sexy as can be. Sexy as can be. Sexy as can be.
All right, I can't tell a lie. That's really not what goes through my head. This is what typically goes through my head all day, every day. One viewer asked, what is something about you we don't know? I used to get down on chess, and I was actually in a chess club. When you're cleaning out some of your old work items, it's interesting the things that you find. Makes you reminisce. Years ago, my son Andrew and I went camping, and we had some firewood that we bought. It was actually in a bag. And one of the pieces we took out looked just like a bird. This is no joke. This was from a bag of actually, I think it was like Big John's wood or whatever. I mean, look at this. It freaked us out. That is either someone is playing a prank on us, or just, you know, playing a prank, or that is just, that's crazy. But anyways, we keep that, and it just reminds us of good times. You know, I just realized I never explained why the hell it is I'm doing all of this. All right, Hyper 7, I swapped from the stock engine to an OS 25 XZB. I guess seeing is better than explaining. So it was obviously just a straight up monstrous engine, but, you know, as all engines do, it ran its course. So I decided I'm going to get yet a more monsterer engine, one that's going to kick ass as much. How about that? I just wasn't sure what that was going to be. I had to do some thinking, and I wanted to consult with Neil and, you know, all that good stuff. So I thought in the interim, let's get an Alpha Lutz, because, you know, it's an engine I've kind of always had my eyes on. I've seen it. You know, I've explained why I got it. It was kind of on my bucket list, so I got it. Now, this is where I'll have to say Neil was right, and I was. He basically told me, you're not going to get what you want from that. It's a badass, nice, I think is a term he used, race engine, which no doubt it is, but it's not what you're thinking as far as just crazy power. And he knows my taste. And the engine, it certainly got busy. I had Alpha guys look at my tune, you know, they're like, yep, it's getting it. That's you know, and that's what it had, right? But it just wasn't doing it for me. The whole idea was this was supposed to kick this thing in the nuts over and over again while I complete the rebuild, prepping it for its monstrous engine. It just didn't do it. Now, it doesn't mean it can't in another vehicle, because this didn't in its original vehicle, but it did in this. One was a truggy, this is a buggy, yes, but they're pretty much the exact same weight. Now, where I was right and Neil was incorrect, I think, was if I had to do it over again, would I? Hell yeah. You know why? That's how you learn. I have no doubt. I wouldn't have always wondered. This is a very good engine, guys, and I'm going to be showing it a lot. Just because it's not a fit for this buggy doesn't mean, you know, it's not out there winning races, obviously. So, you know, I got a great deal on it, and I simply wasn't going to pass it up. Reason number 61. Why not to wrench while in a hurry? I just finished rebuilding this center diff. Well, I noticed I'd left a piece. That would be an O-ring. I'm pretty sure it's cup size, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much, really, to be honest with you. I'm gonna run this maybe a tank or two before I rebuild it again anyways. I'm just testing out some stuff. So that'll be interesting. How will it perform without an O-ring? Or how long will the oil stand? Here's another one. What happened to Andrew? We hardly see him anymore. Well, the best way that I can put it, he doesn't have a lot of interest being on film these days. Oh, no other reason than, let's see. We've got girls, football, family, boxing, girls, school, football. Are you alive still?
I'm alive.
You made it?
I didn't get shot.
I can't see you that well. They can't see you. All your women fans, huh? So what are you, 6'5" now?
Yeah, 6'6".
All right. He's tall. You're gonna go hard in the paint. All right. Going to our local hobby shop, which sucks. All you local guys know. All right, let's do the shortest unboxing of all time. First, we have VP PowerMaster Pro. Excuse my finger. It's not my preference, but I mean, it's fine. It's 30%. Next thing we have is a new air filter, and this is an off the air filter. You can see it's 10136. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to put this in the off now. What's interesting is I just got a new one probably a few months ago for it, so I have 4 of these now, but I like the air filter a lot. One thing I want to caution though is, and the reason I like it, I mean, my thinking is, man, for the price of the air filter, all that stuff, I mean, you get 2 replacement pads for that same price. That's why I got it. Plus, man, you get the oil. I mean, it's a hard deal to beat. Anyways, where I'm going is, this fits fine. However, it's a little bit different of a fit than what you guys have, because most people with the Hyper 7 have that oblong shaped one. Again, it's a matter of preference. This has a smaller footprint, in my opinion. It's also a little bit lighter, etc. It's dual stage. It's a better air filter, in my opinion. Here's the problem. Not problem, but just want you to be aware of. It's not a 100% pure fit. I mean, hang on here now. I mean, look, check it out. It's a fit with the stock body, no problem at all. But the only thing I want to caution is that I'm not running the stock chassis here. Okay, my chassis is that long chassis. You can see right here, Hyper 7L. Consequently, things were moved back a little bit, all that other stuff, even just to fit this body on here, the stock body, just to get it. I had to put some spacers back here. Look, fit it at your own risk. You can make it work. It's just not a turnkey solution. Next up, also for the Hyper 7, we have another clutch bell, and this is interesting because in my last unboxing I did a clutch bell as well. You can see here, this is that's a 12th tooth. This right here is a 13th tooth, and it's vented. I have a few of these already. I just started thinking about it. These are all my clutch bells for the Hyper 7, so 3, 6, 7, 8, not including the new ones, 9, 10, plus the one I'm running, 11, plus there's probably 3 or 4 that just I don't use anymore. That's a lot of clutch bells. It's so weird. I don't know how I end up compiling this stuff, but that's what happens. And then the final item, look, I'm not going to tell you what it is, nor am I going to tell you what vehicle it's for. The reason is because I'm actually going to devote an entire video to it. Here's what I'll tell you. I believe that I'm the only person I'm aware of who has ever done this, meaning what's in here, using it and why I'm using it. And it's one thing that my guy Neil Smith and I don't see eye to eye on. Neil, if you're watching this and you think, don't ruin it for everybody. Nor do I want to get in a big argument over it. Wait till the video. But again, I just go by what I see and experience and what I think is right. And I believe this is the right thing to do. More on that to come, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Now, take this for whatever you will, but I've run probably 30 to 40 different clutch bells, a lot of different vehicles. This is the only time I've ever stripped a clutch bell. So it tells me that not so much that this is cheap, but the Robinson steel, that's some hard-ass steel. So anyways, back to this. Mugen, Offna, 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 yeah. Savage, Offna, Low C, Low C. I think I got them all right. Back to this. Mugen, Offna, 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 yeah. Savage. Off now. Low C. Low C. I think I got them all right. Actually, I didn't. I was wrong. This is to me. Reason number 927 why you shouldn't wrench while in a hurry. Along with rebuilding that center diff, I noticed suddenly I don't have any brakes. I couldn't figure it out. Everything was working fine. I'm thinking, why the hell don't I have brakes? I'll worry about it later. It's actually going to run it too. I was, kind of live on the edge, right? But then I looked. That might be a problem. Here's your trailer for a video. Me rebuilding this Maxstar 0.28. This was the stock engine that came with my Hyper 7 back in the day. This is the engine I cut my teeth on. Really, the intent of that video is simply going to be to show what, if you take the time, you learn how to tune, you think about all the ancillary items, all that good stuff, what you can get an engine with this many gallons, this quote-unquote low end of an engine type thing, how you can get it running. Let's see. Let's put it up against, a detuned LRP or whatever. Not too bad. It's seen worse. All I want to do is get this running as best as it can. See what I can do with this. It's an old, boy, this thing's got 15 gallons maybe. It's pretty good shape though. I'm gonna get it running. Don't worry, it's gonna run all right, but I'm only gonna spend so much time, I can tell you that. I'm gonna get this engine moving pretty damn good. I have a funny thing. Here's the piston and con rod before. Well, I can tell you that last clip was not this engine. However, as noted, stay tuned for the final video. You might be pretty surprised. Alright, I don't want to show too much, but once again, I'm telling you, I think I'm gonna do some pretty cool stuff with this. Then I'll show it all when it's done. The only change I think I'm going to make. So I went to fire this Alpha up after giving it kind of a quick rebuild, and there's something that's not right. I can't get it to turn over is what's happening. And I'm looking at it, and I noticed it's odd. It's happening kind of on the upstroke, right? So it's not a matter of it hitting the tapered end of the sleeve. It's more the fact that it can't get past bottom dead center. Or maybe it's just crazy hydrolocked. I'm not sure, but we'll get it figured out. Let's go ahead and crack it open right now and see what we got. Okay, now that's really interesting. All right, so that's going to be the end of part 1. To see